Jordan Henderson will undergo his Ajax medical today ahead of a move from al-ettifaq. talkSPORT's Saudi correspondent Ben Jacobs explained to us earlier just how much money Henderson has agreed to lose out on.
He hasn't actually been paid the wages because he deferred them for tax purposes. So then in Abu Dhabi, when the parties held a conversation to discuss the terms of his exit, Henderson agreed to waive the wages that he hasn't yet received. And then al-ettifaq have decided that it frees up the second half of the season budget from what they call 8 million in wages. I know some figures have suggested higher. So if you take that 8 million number, effectively, Henderson said, don't bother paying me the 4 million for the first half of the season, which he hasn't yet received. And then al-ettifaq have said, we'll free up the second half of the season worth 4 million on the books. Yeah. And therefore the termination settlement can basically be deemed to be around 8 million. And then off goes Henderson to Ajax. I'm sure that publicly it will be billed as game time ahead of the Euros, his final Euros. But it is obvious that he didn't settle in Saudi Arabia. The question will just be how much he's prepared to say and maybe how much he can say.
Now, we've been taking your calls on Henderson all morning. Nigel, a Liverpool fan, has an interesting take and has given us a call, and it's a very good morning to you, Nigel.
Good morning, Nigel.
Morning, Alan. Morning, Gabby.
Morning, mate.
You okay?
Yeah, good, mate. What do you make of Jordan then? So he should be, if he's not already in Amsterdam, he'll be there having a medical at Ajax.
Well, I think it's a great thing. I mean, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, he was great for our club. You know, he was an absolute sort of like diamond. But he's gone out to Saudi Arabia, and people are giving him a hard time. But you know, we all make mistakes in our lives. We all make decisions, and I'm actually proud of him to be so brave as to go out there, give it a go, realise it's not worked out, and now he's got to look for other options. And you know, if he's losing money, obviously he can afford to do that, but at the same token, he's not going on with a poisonous situation and not a toxic situation. And there's a lot of people nowadays that would just stick with it because of, you know, the face of adversity. But he's been brave and he's made a decision. And he's saying, yeah, I've made a mistake. He hasn't admitted that, you know, openly, but that takes a lot to do that. But just by his actions, he's realised he's made a mistake. He's trying to get out of it the best way he can.
On the text that you sent in, Nigel, you compared it to some of your marriages. Is that right?
Yeah, fortunately, unfortunately, it depends how you look at it. But I have been married 4 times.
Four?
Yeah, 4 times. And I'm coming up with my current wife at the moment. We're coming up to 20 years. So, you know, we've done all right in the end. But at the beginning, you know, I was in relationships. And at the beginning, I thought they were great. I thought they were going to work out. You know, and you go and you get married and you think, oh, everything's rosy. But then later on, people change, things change. Everything changes, but I had to make decisions along the line, and sometimes I did leave my kids, but I had to do that because I was in a toxic situation, and it wasn't going to get any better, and I had to be brave, and I got ridiculed, and I got a lot of abuse, you know, at times because I'd done that, but I have a much better relationship now.
If you hadn't have done that, you wouldn't have met the wife you've got now, would you?
Exactly.
And Nigel, this is your 4th, is it?
Yeah, I'm on my 4th.
Well, have you got a message for us?
Have you called in for a line of 50? Do you want me to loan you 50 quid or something?
You know what? That's the only difference between me and Hendo. He's still got money. I've got none.
Nigel, great call. Thank you.
Nigel.
I tell you what, we'll get some good
4
emails
weddings.
here. Whoa, and a funeral.
4 stag do's,
Alan, I remember you playing against Kenny Burns and Larry Lloyd, 2 great centre-halves. Paul from Nottingham. God, they were tough as well, by the way. Al, can you ask that numpty Gabby how many games he won against United when Vidic was playing? How many? A big fat one, according
Scored the winner, got in front of him for the header.
One.
It's not about it's about the whole team, isn't it? I can't do it on my own now.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.